Hi everyone, welcome back to my new video. Recently, this new violet eyeshadow palette from I Love Revolution brand has came into my hand, which is considered as a dupe of Anastasia Norvina palette. For the record, in my opinion, it isn't. There is another palette from Revolution brand called Visionary from Reloaded series, which is exactly a faithful recreation of this palette. Today it's high time to make a use of this violet chocolate bar and check how these eyeshadows behave on eyelids. So, if you are interested, please keep on watching. As a transition shade, I'm applying shadow called Vaudeville. It's very warm medium brown shade and I'm trying to blend it well in my crease and above it. In order to clean a little and to highlight my brow bone, I'm taking this matte light almost white shadow called Prevail and I'm applying it a little above the transition shade and on my brow bone. Now it's time for darkening outer corner and we'll check how are these violet shadows working out. And first we are applying this lighter matte violet shadow called Forsaken. And I'm using less fluffy brush for this. I'm blending it below transition shade. As you can see, it leaves nice quite intense color during blending, and what is promising, it doesn't blend towards faded kind of grey color. Next step, I'm deepening outer V using this darker matte violet shade called Desired, applying it with tiny dense pencil brush and blending a little with the previous brush with the rest of Forsaken shade. Now I'm gonna make a half cut crease and I'm just using this new concealer from Too Faced for this. I'm applying it on the center eyelid and next I'm distributing it with small flat synthetic brush cutting the crease. I'm doing this because on such prepared eyelid I would like to pack this light lilac shimmering shade to make my eyes pop. And right now I'm just applying this eyeshadow called Amethyst using flat eyeshadow brush. I must admit it transfers onto eyelid very well with a brush, what isn't so obvious thing in case of foil shimmering eyeshadows. To add dimensionality a little between this shimmering lilac and matte violet in outer corner, I'm adding darker shimmering violet shade called Violaceous. And here, the same situation, it transfers very well with the brush and blends with previous amethyst shade without any problem. By contrast, in my inner corners, I'm going to apply matte yellow shade. It is from Inglot number 474. What is of course not so obvious combination of colors in case of such strongly purple palette, but I think it is still interesting color matching. On my lower eyelid, I'm doing almost the same as on the upper one. First I'm blending Vaudeville shade with small tapered blending brush. I'm cleaning a little with Prevail shadow. Forsaken shade is applied and blended as a second shadow and I'm using small precise pencil brush for this. Now I'm gonna draw wing liner and apply false lashes. I usually draw eyeliner beginning from the middle of lash line, but today for this makeup I've decided to draw it starting from the beginning to add more cut eye look to my eyes. Generally I have a problem with eyeliner in my inner corners cause my eyes tend to tear up then, and eyeliner starts to be smudged in this area. It doesn't look good, but I took the risk that day. As always, I'm also darkening my upper waterline with kohl pencil. I applied false lashes off camera and I skipped all steps on the other eye to speed up the tutorial. For my foundation and concealer, I've chosen the same combinations of products as in my previous video, so I'm referring you to this film right here. And now I'm bronzing and contouring my face with Hoola bronzer from Benefit. As a highlighter, I'm applying the mix of both shades from this cute highlighter palette from I Love Revolution in shade Rose Gold. Glow achieved with this palette is probably seen from the universe, so if you are a supporter of discreet and subtle glow, it isn't for you. To define my eyes even more, I'm adding black kohl pencil to my lower waterline. And on my lips, I've liked recently the combination of Miss Sporty Lip Pencil in shade Wine and Golden Rose Matte Crayon Lipstick in shade 10. Finally, I'm spraying the whole makeup with Urban Decay Photo Finish Prime Water. And that's it! This is how this look presents. I must admit I'm very impressed with this violet palette from I Love Revolution. I enjoyed working with these shadows and I haven't experienced any difficulties with them. They were blending very nicely, transferring onto my eyelids perfectly. I also haven't noticed any big fallout working with them. I will certainly be using this palette very often, despite the fact I don't like myself in purple violet shades. Maybe next time I will try to go towards these burgundy colors, we'll see. Write to me please in the comments, have you already got this palette, what do you think about it, and can you really see the similarity to Anastasia Norvina palette? Maybe you have both of these palettes and you can tell me if Norvina is still worth to buy, while we had this violet palette from Revolution. Okay guys, I hope you liked this film. I encourage to visit my social media, especially my Instagram, and to subscribe to my channel to be up to date with my activity. I hope to see you in my next videos. Bye!